Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy you are here with me. Happy New Year, by the way, if you're here in real time. Happy 2024 whenever you are here, because this is a timeless reading. You're here when you're meant to be here, whether it's in real time as I upload or many months, even years later. Welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. All Signs Love Tarot reading. All Signs Love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, All Signs Love Messages reading. Channeled messages from your person, messages from their higher self. And I want to show you the energy that's coming in. Speaking of messages, somebody here is feeling pretty confident about contacting you. This can be via message, as in your phone going off, social media, email, that sort of thing. But it can also be a phone call or a voice message. Could even be a knock on the door. The main thing is this is a message that's coming in pretty fast here, and something they really want to say that's going to change everything. It's really confident energy. This is the Eight of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius energy, so it's super fast. And of course, 8 is an action number. There's a lot of healing around that. This is most definitely a renewal coming in here. This Queen of Wands is, I want to say, pretty feisty, knowing what she wants. There's a strong healing energy that's here today. So interesting. What exactly is on their mind? What is on your minds? Both of your minds. Let's see what's going on and where this is going. All the decks are linked below. You'll also find all the playlists. Of course, the playlist for today's reading is connected. I think I'm calling that Love Messages. No, messages from your person. Love tarot readings. Messages from your person. Anyway, if you want to explore the playlist, of course, all the readings are timeless. You'll also find all zodiac signs, all 12 zodiac signs. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are very long, very in-depth twin flame readings below as well, and a lot more. So feel free to explore if you're inspired. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so we know this message is coming in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is going to be a turning point, this communication. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius are here. And, well, yeah, it's a timing thing. So have there been some timing issues in your connection? Somebody's ready, somebody's not. Somebody's available, somebody's not. Also just the communication, I want to say. No contact, no communication, and/or in separation. This is definitely ending the no contact, no communication. I say and/or in separation because I feel like when you're communicating, that's ending the separation, isn't it? But that won't probably feel the same for some of you, in particular if you are at a distance. But this is definitely some type of, I want to say, news coming in. Something that they have to say that's going to change everything. And we can see it might be including something really big here. This is proposal energy. Now, it can be around marriage proposal energy. Do I think that's for everybody? Probably not. But it is here. And proposals are new beginnings. You know, they're questions really, aren't they? So it's getting together, talking. It's not going to be marriage for everybody, but they are coming in here. It's really clear they have a lot to say. It really is changing everything here. It can be that you've known your person for many, many years, you know, or you just feel like you have. And that's also the soul connection coming in. This is a deep soulmate connection, a fated connection. Your destinies are intertwined. What can I say? And this 10 is deducing into a 1. And that's more about the new beginnings, but also all the potential that's coming in here with whatever it is they have to say. An opportunity for that. Perhaps for some of you, it may be for some of you that this is, an in-person conversation. Let's see, we're just getting in here. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and let the rest go. And if you ever feel something's coming in, vice versa, that's how it is. I would really appreciate it if you took the time to like today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. Thank you so much, and let's see what else is going on. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Yeah, so in-person energy for some of you for sure, and the loss is being felt by the both of you. 5 of Pentacles here in the partnership placement, the 6 of Pentacles coming in right after reciprocal energy. This is your conversation. You're both really missing each other. This is an energy of loss, Mercury and Taurus energy, and in particular on that Mercury energy of not communicating. And a lot, this is the separation here, really. So for some of you, this reunion energy of communicating is going to be in person. It may not be for everybody, but it is actually coming through pretty strong for a lot of you. The 4 of Wands, Venus, and Aries energy. So homecoming energy, it can be literally a dwelling, an actual home, a city, state, country. In particular, if you're here in real time, that might really strongly be the case. Homecoming is not just about that in person. It's also, I want to say, a coming together. You know, it's a celebratory energy. It is a reunion energy. Again, should this be in person, it can be including family and friends. It could also be that the communication is happening for you, whether it's a voice message or a phone call or even texting or messaging back and forth, and that you're around friends and family and you're at a particular event. But the reunion energy of coming together and talking is really clear, and also a conversation that is reciprocal. The Moon in Taurus energy, you know, giving and receiving back and forth, and it's around the Moon energy, which is an emotional energy, and it's also opening up and communicating all the things that have been hidden here. A lot of the emotions, of course, it's all around the emotions. And what everybody knows is there or hasn't been there, because that's also maybe not knowing. It's also kind of buried in the subconscious. You know, that's the Moon energy, the subconscious, and the Sun energy, of course, is the conscious, and it shines on the Moon and gives us that big, beautiful full moon so we can look and deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. So 10 of Swords coming in and the 4 of Swords coming in. This is where your person's energy is the strongest. Yeah, there's a new cycle coming here. So they're missing you too. You're missing each other. The end of no contact and no communication, I feel, is really what's on their mind. A renewal here. A new beginning is incredibly clear. This is the separation. It's also really, really clear with the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. Jupiter and Libra energy. You know, it's where you go after the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak, the loss, the separation, quite literally waiting here for this transactional energy. This is the sword, of course, that 4th sword, manifesting energy. Manifesting this communication, truth around this, information, clarity. There is a strong alignment in the energies here, because your person is also getting ready to come here with this transactional energy and this sword and communicate. It's really clear. And again, it might be at an actual event, you know, seeing each other. I don't think that that's going to be for everybody, but it is here. And there's that Sun energy. Interesting. It was coming through really strong. And I was looking here and I thought, yeah, that's right. The 3 of Wands is here, and it's not, which is the Sun and Aries energy. It's the 4 of Wands, but it's connecting here with the Moon and Taurus energy, the reciprocal energy. And literally here in the 10 of Swords, this is the Sun in Gemini. You can see that it hasn't quite come up yet. And that's as we come out of the no contact, in particular with the Gemini energy, who is all about communication. There's still, you can see it's still moving here, the darker clouds, but the Sun is coming in. That's the new cycle, and it's right here. It's really validated with the Sun energy. This is Leo energy, and of course, Source, higher power, crown chakra, spiritual messages, getting those downloads, getting out of here, also getting you both into here and working things out. This is the crown chakra, and it's working toward a particular outcome, a successful outcome. This is a really nice energy to be coming in. And again, it's the end of no contact, the end of no communication, the end of this cycle of being separated and kind of waiting. What went on in this connection, because you can see the hurt. I mean, you can see it, you know, and of course, where your person's energy is the strongest. So I'm wondering what went on in this connection, and perhaps we'll get some more insight, but of course, you know, but this reciprocal energy is coming in here, and that's the communication, but it's also just reciprocal in the connection. This balance here, this is not a Libra energy, it's the moon in Taurus, but there is some of that energy coming in here around the balance. But that's really about just everybody being heard, getting back what you're giving, in particular around the emotions. So everything here, coming here with the moon in Taurus and the Six of Pentacles and the Sun energy, is going to be for you both to see and talk about. And it's not a one-sided conversation. This is a conversation between the two of you that it's reciprocal. You know, it's an emotional availability on both sides is what I want to say. It's strong Empress energy. Temperance. The Queen of Cups. There's that healing energy. Look at that. Wow. Right here next to the Sun and right here below the moon in Taurus, Six of Pentacles, because this is Archangel Michael, the angel for protection, the angel for strength, wanting to get everybody on the path to the truth. Look here, the Sun energy for the outcome, a happy outcome for everybody, for your highest good, for the highest good of your person, the highest good of those around both of you, around this connection. This is working it out. It's restoring balance. It's restoring harmony. So that's the energy, you know, that was also coming through here, of course. And this is a Sagittarius energy, and it's quite a fast energy. It's also a 14, and that's coming to a 5, and that's coming out of the conflict and instability. That's the change. And that's also connecting with the throat chakra. It's the communication. And it's working things out. It's like a middle ground. And I also really love that Archangel Michael is here, because it's tempering. It really is this conversation this is just such a healing, telling, resolving conversation that everybody's being heard. There's a lot of emotional availability, a lot of emotional vulnerability, a lot of healing going on through the conversation. So what is being said, what is being heard, also listening to each other. It's so incredibly reciprocal. So I really like this. A very supportive and nurturing energy, and not one-sided, you know, not one person kind of doing everything, being vulnerable and open, and one person not. Whoa, I just want to send this message where it wanted to go. This is everybody showing up, you know, in a healing, open way and an honest way, because this is getting to the truth for both of you, the highest good of everybody here. I love this so much. Yeah. So really there's a message here that has just already been coming through. It's just a validation, because we have the Sun energy. We have Temperance, Archangel Michael, putting you literally on that path. Look to the Sun. That is getting you right here. You know, and that, of course, is the new beginning, the end of no contact, no communication, the completion of the cycle. It's all here, really. You know, the message has already come through. It's just a validation. The completion of the cycle here in the Sun and Gemini energy, for definitely the end of no contact, no communication. That is just really loud and clear. As the Sun here is coming up, we see it here, and we see Archangel Michael leading everybody there. For what feels like, for some of you, a moment, a conversation when you see each other. But for a lot of you in that Eight of Wands, it can also be via text message, SMS, email, even voice messages back and forth. Mercury energy is oftentimes connected to reading and writing. And it's probably archaic for some of you of handwritten notes, although that can be the case. I still write a lot of handwritten notes. But won't be for everybody. The likelihood of it being around, you know, SMS, social media, email is probably pretty high for most of you. But I really love this healing. Cancer and Neptune energy also coming out of some illusions, but also tapping into some of what you both have been wanting, you know, some of that dreamy energy. That's also coming through with the moon, you know, just of really wanting to have this conversation. It's going to change everything, I feel. The King of Pentacles coming in. Yeah, so, the healing conversation, but also coming in here with the Pentacle and holding on to a scepter. The power of life can grow and nurture. Pentacle, the connection, the partnership, the commitment, the relationship, however you see that. But that's the indication for me with the Fortress, is the journey of love. So this is obviously around the two of you. It's the King of Pentacles who is really quite practical, is looking at this Pentacle. And so there is an energy too of really some logistics that might be going on for some of you. There might be, I think there's a lot of timing issues going on. It could even be just how somebody's traveling. But you know, again, who's ready, who's not, there's some strategy going on. There's King of Swords energy as well. But somebody just, some practicalities around this Pentacle, because this is, of course, this Earth energy. Virgo ruled by Mercury. Mercury energy is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication, the planet of the mind. That's kind of like a strategy, thinking about, you know, how could this work? A practicality around this somehow, about the time. This is more about the time being put in too. So for some of you, it might be around distance, I want to say, and or somebody who's working a lot, or different locations, traveling to each other. That's not going to be for everybody, but that's coming through for somebody that needed to have that validation, that it's kind of working that out, looking here and figuring out, you know, how can we make this work? What are the practicalities around it? Because there's a lot of practicalities around a connection, whether it's distance, other people involved, location, again, cultural, religious differences in your life. So different lifestyles, different possibly upbringings, just things that are ingrained in how things should go, kind of bringing in some Hierophant energy. But this King of Pentacles is bringing that in here and wants to move this forward here. This development energy is really incredibly strong. It's just trying to work some things out. So both, I want to say, kind of behind the scenes, and a little bit of, okay, look at that. So the Hermit energy is also here. And look at that, right here on the other side is the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're both here for this. You're really missing each other. It's clear. Look at the Four of Wands connecting here with the Ten of Cups. This is the new cycle. You were either in the Ten of Cups, having built a life together, we're building a life together, or it was on the table when everything kind of happened, I want to say, whatever happened here. Whether it's somebody you're just having trouble communicating with, or it's a complete no contact, no communication and separation, or you're just having difficulties, it's back here and you're both here for it. It's just incredibly clear. And more of that healing energy, which we're also seeing here in the Queen of Cups, here also in the Queen of Pentacles. So that's the Empress energy that I was feeling coming through, because for me, the Queen of Pentacles is like the protege for the Empress, you know? She's coming in here, bringing, kind of getting this King of Pentacles energy. And by the way, we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So this isn't about gender, you know? And if you're resonating with as a divine masculine or divine feminine, of course, that's how it is. And that's, yeah. But I just want to be clear that it's not just about that. It's also about the energies, okay? So here, the Queen of Pentacles is kind of coming in also with this nurturing, this healing energy, you know, this emotional vulnerability coming in with the truth, making things work around the Pentacle. So the practicalities are here. And then we also have making the things that weren't working. So like it's supporting each other, coming in here and working out perhaps location, you know, kind of almost like organizing the communication, or just kind of how things are going, being honest, bringing honesty here on the table while you're communicating, you know, kind of like playing different roles, if you know what I mean. And that really does happen in connections. Again, it's not about gender. It's just a matter of maybe somebody's a little bit stronger in one thing and somebody's a little bit stronger in another. But a team here coming together, supporting each other, bringing in the emotional vulnerability, availability, the truth, working on literally This pentacle, this new beginning, matters of the heart. Fertility, matters of the heart with the bunny. We saw the Ace of Cups too, so for some of you, it can be that there are other people, even children involved, or future possibilities. That won't be for everybody, but it is here on the table. And maybe that was something that was going on for some of you. That was part of what happened. And we're going to also talk about what else is here. But yeah, it's really both of you here for it, for this long-term energy. It's slow-moving energy. It's long-term energy. It's the commitment. It's the pentacle. This reunion energy here. There is a forlorn energy in the Queen of Pentacles looking down at it. And it's a validation for here of what I've been feeling in the Five of Pentacles, of both of you really missing each other and just wanting to work things out. Also here in that Hermit energy, it's another validation. And look, the Queen of Pentacles is connecting directly here with the Four of Wands with this reunion energy. For some of you in person, for a lot of you, it's just via message, at least in the beginning. But the Hermit is where I also feel the alignment between you. Mercury and Virgo energy, because it's where you go for clarity and truth and what do you want? Spiritual illumination, the renewal here in the star, of course, being held up in the lantern. The hopeful energy, figuring things out about where they're going. And am I imagining? No, I'm not. That's right. The Wheel of Fortune came in here. It's really clearly here, you know. We're not seeing it. It came in and your reading began. Where you go after the Hermit energy is in the Wheel of Fortune. You know, and that's the new beginning, and it's the turning point. It's the Jupiter energy, the planet of prosperity and expansion of things moving again, feeling hopeful and optimistic, gaining some information, the information that's been gained. And here in the Hermit energy gets pulled in, pushed in, of course, in that Wheel of Fortune, which is the cycles of life always turning. This fated connection, this is coming into, well, I want to say there's been a lot of twists of fate for the two of you. It's really clear. And this is kind of like this is it energy. So even if it's putting a pin in it for what's to come later, this is it energy. It's coming back together and having a really, well, yeah, a healing, vulnerable, open conversation of where things are going here. And I feel, look, it's looking really good. Four of Wands. The Ten of Cups and the Sun energy. The Ten of Cups is Mars and Pisces energy, and that's the new cycle. Again, it's the end of this cycle, this completion of separation and not talking again. What is separation to you is really strong. And for those of you in a physical separation that have a chance to come together in person, that might also be what's getting worked out here by the King of Pentacles and the practicalities. Again, everything is so healing here. I love it. There is an apathy coming through here also with the Four of Cups. You know, this manifesting energy of wanting to communicate, because look what is here in the Four of Cups, of course. Right here, we have the Three of Cups, Mercury and Cancer energy. Cancer energy here with the Queen of Cups as well. Healing, really, really needing this and really wanting to talk. Apathetic, hurt. Lots of hurt energy. I mean, look where it is. It's here right in the middle of the Ten of Swords and the Six of Pentacles of what you've been waiting for. Bringing in some of you being in the Seven of Pentacles. Venus and Taurus energy of just waiting for this conversation, for this reciprocal energy, waiting for the sun to come up, for this cycle to end. So it is ending, you know, and the hurt energy is clearly here. It could be that it's coming out of nowhere with that energy, but that fourth cup, you've been manifesting this communication here. And the Three of Cups, that's the celebratory energy of communicating, coming in. It's what you've been waiting for. You can see, and you can see it coming in. It's just how long has it been and how hurt are you? Because there is an apathy coming through. And by the way, for some of you, that's a validation of in person too, because that can be around friends and family and gatherings here. Soul connection, soulmate energy is quite strong. And this new beginning and the hope for that is here. You know, it's very, very hopeful. And we already saw that Wheel of Fortune. It's just a matter of timing, I feel like. And there's some practicalities that maybe somebody's working out, one person, but obviously practicalities that everybody needs to work out to get on this path here for everybody's highest good. Because we see the Two of Swords is in reverse, you know. minor arcana energy, but it's still here. There's a little bit of indecision, a little bit of just somebody feeling overloaded. And there is a compromise here that somebody hasn't made or wasn't willing to make that needs to get worked out. Again, that can be around, well, I feel like it is around the practicalities of that pentacle. So whether, again, that's location, cultural, religious differences, being at different places physically in your life, or just different places mentally, emotionally, spiritually, other people involved, you know, whatever that is, this is working that out. But it's been going on, I feel like, behind the scenes, but it's coming together and working it out. So you can both get here, but somebody has been holding on to that. I think it might be a person. It could also be you. So that energy is still here slightly, you know, still kind of here also well, here still in alignment in the Hermit energy before you jump over to the Wheel of Fortune. That's incredibly clear. The Eight of Cups is coming here in reverse, and that's also really clear. That is an energy of returning. The King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. This is just really clear. The emotional energy between you is incredibly strong. The emotional conversation, the healing conversation. Again, that supportive energy. And once again, of course, divine feminine, divine masculine energies within us all, no gender here, but you're also here. You're both really connected. What can I say? Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. It's interesting. The Queen of Cups is here with the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups I'm actually feeling is going over here. And this is a lot of the revealing as well, you know, because Pisces energy, and a revealing around what you were building. Again, for some of you, you know, building a life could be building a family. It's going to be different for everyone. But that energy came through with the Ace of Cups of kind of resuming that. And can be around blending families. And there's practicalities around that. Introducing even for those of you that are kind of at the beginning stages or going back there. But, you know, Master of Emotions, King of Cups, can't hold it back anymore, and we see it. It's revealed. It's revealed here anyway, this conversation, how you feel about each other and the healing energy of this conversation and this new beginning for both of you. But I like that it's validated here. Again, in supporting each other, you know, this empathy coming in, and there's healing energy and the nurturing and the supportive. Also supportive. Also, I feel they're kind of leading the way in that as they come in here, come back in this Eight of Cups in reverse, because this is coming back in. And for some of you, literally, it's returning home. So we're talking an actual dwelling or a location, city, state, country. But that home is also your connection. You know, home is where the heart is. That home representing also the subconscious and the conscious, so everything being illuminated of what's been going on, but also that familiar feeling with somebody, your connection. You know, it's like, I feel so at home with you. You are my home. You are my person. It's that kind of energy. And they've learned some kind of lesson here. You know, is it around a compromise they weren't willing to make? Could it be that there are other people? Because that Hierophant energy poked in, you know, of some expectations that are put on them, possibly you as well. You know, living a life kind of afraid sometimes to change some things because of maybe what's... Hello, I just looked up. Boy, I always try to catch it and I always miss it. And the camera had ended, as it always does. Anyway, so it can be around that, of course, that there's other around these, again, around the practicalities of other people possibly, or other situations that are just a little bit difficult to change. Because in that Wheel of Fortune energy that came in early on in your reading, also coming in was, okay, here it is. This is so incredibly clear. The Five of Cups in reverse. What's under there? The Seven of Wands. Okay, yeah, so that's interesting because I was feeling you in the Seven of Pentacles, kind of like sick of waiting, but having put in a lot of time and effort and waiting for the reciprocal energy, but we're seeing the Seven of Wands. So I think that might be some of your energy coming through. It's Mars and Leo energy. It's like a self-defensive energy. You know, it's wounded warrior energy. It's kind of protecting yourself from being hurt. Yeah, that's not surprising. But look at this. Just as we're talking about the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, because the energy has been incredibly strong. And the message that I was sending was this energy of Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius here, because they are fixed signs. You know, they don't really love change. So there is something here, I feel like, too, a compromise. What is that? You know, it might not be for everybody, but I think it is. It's just, what exactly is that for you? Is it around the location? Is it around the who wants what? Who's ready for what? You know, there's something here. It's pretty clear. I'm a poet. I didn't know it. Okay, I'm being silly. Dr. Seuss somehow always makes his way into my readings. In any case, it's here. It's really clear. Your reading's been incredibly clear from start to, well, it's not finished yet, but in tarot, we're going to move and bring some oracle in. You know, this again, it's the end of no contact, no separation. It's incredibly clear. And by the way, that 8 again is that action number. That's also connected to some karma. So working something out around the practicalities is really clear. I think it's around your person. It could also be you, and there could be an alignment, you know, because that's also infinity, that 8. And for some of you, that might be around twin flame communication, not for everybody. That's also around infinity is like a forever love. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Strong Empress energy here today for me, because she's kind of been, the Empress kind of had her come in like a stand-in, you know what I mean? But the energy is really strong of this forever love. The soul connection is incredibly strong. Another validation, a deep soulmate connection. But just of you both wanting to be together, there's nobody here running off and not wanting commitment in this. Maybe there was, but whatever's going on now, it's not that, okay? And, well, yeah, it's a turning point here, and it's that Jupiter, it's really good fortune around this. It's the Jupiter energy. It's the planet of prosperity and expansion. And luck, I put in quotation marks because, you know, that's around timing for me. And it's just the timing somehow, still trying to tweak it a little bit, just a little bit, but it's the timing that's coming into that. And also that 8, that infinite, of course, is the renewal and manifesting abundance. I mean, it's incredibly clear. And the 5 of Cups in reverse, Mars and Scorpio energy. This is coming in here asking for forgiveness. It's a healing energy. It's connecting directly to the Queen of Cups, leading us here also to the 4 of Cups. Putting the 2 of Cups in reverse here, which is the separation energy. And for some of you, there were maybe some arguments, They are apologizing for that. There's also some apologetic energy around the 10 of Swords, kind of putting everybody there, because that's a really painful ending. It's a really painful, it's painful. What can I say? And it's connecting right here with the Queen of Cups, which is healing. And of them coming back and learning their lesson here, they really have there's a lot of really sincere apologetic energy here. I feel there is some crying, but in a healing way for both of you. This is just, gosh, it feels very, very healing, actually, and very beautiful. I really like this. I don't totally love that the 3 of Cups is in reverse, because that is an indication of not being emotionally kind of supportive in there. And that's probably because the King of Cups was in reverse. And there might be some, I think there was some Emperor in reverse energy here as well, in their shadow, and some ego, also just trying to work some things out. I do feel that energy is not really very strong here currently. It's still kind of lingering from the past energy. But so that emotional unavailability is definitely changing, and they've learned their lesson. And also it can be somebody who's been partaking a little bit of something, you know, that played a part in this. It won't be for everybody, but it is here. Gosh, yeah. And of course, you know, this 5 here connected to some instability and conflict that went on, but it's also about change. And it's also a love nudge, from your angels. And it is connecting with the 5th chakra for the communication. Okay, this apology is really, really strong. They're wanting to move past whatever has been going on here. And again, it's bringing in a lot of hope, which we also see here in the return of the Wheel of Fortune, who has been incredibly strong and is also wanting to be your overall energy. The last, almost the last coming through, because it revealed the Five of Cups in reverse in the tarot. Okay, I want to bring in some oracle. We're shuffled and ready to go. Not feeling called to look below. There's the Dr. Seuss again. I'm a poet, I didn't know it. I'm being silly. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Look, I just realized as I'm saying that, look here. The light source coming here, very much resembling Archangel Michael, who's playing a really big part in this connection. I really like this so much. Lots of love nudges from your angels today here, getting you on that path to success, working things out. Thank you, spirit guides, angels. Little shout out to Archangel Michael and ancestors. Please show us what else we need to see here today before we move into love messages and close our reading. Please show us the cards, I hope. Abundance. I'm not reading Oracle in reverse, by the way, in potential. Whew, this is incredibly clear. Yeah, it's all over the place here. This is everything that we've been talking about. I love this so much. I just felt this flood of emotions and goosebumps of just how beautiful this is, really. Look at the potential here. You know, there's a mountain here. It's snow covered. It's been quiet. It's connected strongly here to the divine. Look at this. What's behind there as well. And coming out of this into the light for sure. It kind of should be here. And abundance, I don't really need to say anymore. You know, it's just all over the place. It's a lot of magician energy here as well today. Gemini, Virgo energy, Mercury energy. Turning visions into reality. I really like this so much. I want to put this here. These are 3 yours. 3 is the most I take, and they're yours clearly. I love this so much. Yeah, everything is changing here. Look at this. Unicorn is mystical, you know. Hard to get. When you get it, you don't want to let it go. Divine connection here. Rising above conflicting energy, things changing, movement. Air energy, of course, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and change, communication, clarity, truth, transactional energy, heading right here to source. Look at that, to the sun. The sun who is here. I know, I'm just making a mess. The sun who was here with the Ten of Cups, who is making a very strong appearance here in Temperance, Archangel Michael, who we need here to grow, regrow, to grow this connection. I mean, it's just incredibly clear. Sort of like the King of Pentacles planting some of those seeds. Interesting. I really like this a lot for you. Let's see what's going. It just revealed healing chaos. Okay, so that just got revealed. Interesting. What is in here? Butterflies. Butterflies galore coming out of here. So whatever went on here in this Ten of Swords got you there in that Ten of Swords. This Eight of Cups returning here, having learned their lesson. Something here maybe went on that I'm just not privy to that didn't come through. It does bring in some devil energy, you know, of whatever happened. Or, yeah, it can't even be maybe there's something in the planning or in the traveling here. Very interesting. I wanted to have change there, but that took over. So now I have to move things again a little bit. Relaxation, release, and security. I really like this a lot because this is This is a lot of how I feel this conversation is. Look at this release. So it's the change. And for me, this is an emotional release. Maple leaves. So leaves, of course, are about change. And they're also around love. And hello if you're in Canada. And interesting, I'm just thinking about where we are on the different hemispheres. So that might also be connecting via where you are in terms of the seasons. It's not going to be for everyone, but look at that big moon, a relaxing energy here in front of the moon, around all the emotional energy, all the things that are going to be coming up here. They're revealing. Here, I want to kind of put it here with the sun. It's connecting to the Six of Pentacles, to the abundance. The release here is a lot of what's, wow, yeah, a lot of what's been going on, because they are coming in here with some lessons learned. And one of the things they're asking for here in the Five of Cups in reverse, and of course this can be an alignment, it can also be you, is for forgiveness and clean slate, wanting to move past everything. So it's kind of like here to get to this healing of the Queen of Cups, the chaos around that and the things that do need to be let go of. You know, there's a lot of, I do feel like there's still hurt here. It's come through really strong, actually, in that Four of Cups today and the Seven of Wands. And there is still a lot to be released. Look, as the butterflies are emerging here from it changed, they're coming out. So this is not something that is going on in the conversation. This is the past energy. Look, the butterflies are emerging. And that's the transformational energy. And that's coming from the dark into the light, both the information, but also around the connection. It's a lot of healing, transformative energy. I mean, it's healing chaos is like quite the card to come through, but there you go. And this security, I really like that, because that's around practicalities I feel in this connection. So it can be literally around dwellings, also just feeling secure in the connection, rebuilding trust and loyalty here, because there are some, obviously some stuff has gone on. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place. Feeling safe in the connection. And I do keep hearing secure, kind of like secure location, you know. So for some of you, it's around that, or just securing some practicalities around this. Can't even just be about talking, whatever the case is. I think this is all, well, this is obviously what this is about, your whole connection here. But it is including a lot of this, I don't know, I just keep feeling like it's a moment, you know, of conversation. But of course, it's going to be ongoing. And that fiery energy, that's a really fast energy here. Look, connecting here with release. And I'm sorry that I have to cover cards. I don't like that, but that's just, you know, how it's going. So you know what's here. We're going to bring in some channeled love messages, messages from your person, messages from their higher self. I don't know why I try to straighten everything. I think I need to give up. What do you want to say to your person? If you ever feel you're sending the message, then you're sending the message. I want to talk, but I am afraid I still can't offer enough. Who is that? I feel so much guilt for what I did. Eight of Cups in reverse. It hurts my heart that we can't be together. So this is all going here with that Ten of Swords, because that is definitely changing. I think about every conversation we've ever had. I cannot stand not talking to you. That's yours, and that's it. I wish I could see you in person. So for some of you, that's really strong around, well, the separation and distance, which is really clearly in-person energy going to change for a lot of you. I cannot stand not talking to you. I really do care. Please believe me. I will always love you. I am ashamed of the way I handled things. So what was this around? You know, it's getting heavy over there. So I'm going to put it here. Okay. These is too many, but I want to show you. I feel your energy, but that's yours. Oh, is that trying to come out? Well, that just snuck right back in. Please never give up on us. So there might be some things here that are just making it difficult for some of you. It's coming through that it's maybe not going to be as straight, you know, line as I thought perhaps it could be for a lot of you, because it's feeling very much that way. But obviously there's something here for a lot of you that's going to make it a little more difficult, but it's definitely here. I don't feel good enough for you. So that came through with I want to talk, but I'm afraid I still can't offer enough. So who is that? I will never give up on us. There was one that said, please never give up on us. Wasn't there? I don't know where it went. Okay. I'm hiding my true feelings. Yeah, that was going on. It's not going to be the case, though, for sure. I love you. That's really incredibly clear. My world is dark without you. It's a lot of that energy. I'm afraid to contact you. So there is a little bit of fear here. That's some of the moon energy, too. It's not really this card, I don't feel. But that's more of the moon energy, you know, of just somebody being a little bit afraid with that crustacean kind of holding back all the emotions. But we also see that that's all changing here. You know, what's coming forward. It's really clear. You mean a lot to me. Do you miss me too? Everything reminds me of you. That's also Six of Cups energy. I think of you all the time. Did somebody ask that question? No, it was, do you miss me too? You inspire a love in me I never knew. I want to be honest. Yeah. Emotional, too. Emotionally honest, I want to say. Emotionally available, emotionally vulnerable. That's the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. There's so much left unsaid. There's a lot here that this is conversation. Wow, it just feels so needed and healing and wanted, you know, by both sides. I stare into your eyes in photos, a little bit of Page of Swords energy there. Somebody laying there looking at their phone. It's a book, but it's that kind of energy. I was stupid. Please forgive me. What is that? It's like they're talking directly to you here in that Four of Cups, you know, with your arms crossed, waiting to hear a lot of this, but a little bit apathetic, you know. I have so many regrets. That's the Lovers in reverse. It's a lot of regrets for some of you. There was some arguing, it came through. So it's definitely around that. Should there have been some arguing, but also just the way things were left, or maybe how they left. Most definitely, because that's also around a decision that they made. Do you think of me too? I think of you all the time. So yeah. The validation here. The telepathic connection between you, which is not surprising, you know, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I think of you all the time. Do you think of me too? Do you think of me too? I think of you all the time. It's kind of going both ways. I miss you too. Yeah, do you miss me too? I miss you too. So this is really strong. Your last channeled love message from their higher self. I reread our messages. So that's more of that Page of Swords energy. That's kind of, I don't think that's just kicking everything off here. This feels way bigger than that, but that's what's coming in anyway. They're definitely rereading some messages, whether it's on their phone, computer, social media, whatever. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed your reading so much. I hope you did too, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you took the time to like today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. I'm sending you so much love and light and hoping for the best outcome for you, and I look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Until then,